What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a chat about the best One Piece TCG set from the last couple and the next couple. I mean, look, there's some really good sets coming out. You guys need to get an opinion from me, or at least I'm hoping that's why you clicked on the video, as to which one you should be focusing on. So let's start off with the most recent set, OP-07, and I'll just tell you right off the bat, OP-07, great set. Not a good set, not an okay set, OP-07, great set. There are many things to be excited about with OP-07. For instance, leader-wise, we've got Jewelry Bonnie, which is a decent leader with a really good alternate art that people love. We've got Boa Hancock, which is not a particularly good leader, but with an alternate art that people really love. And then we've got Rob Lucci, who people don't really seem to care about, although one of my personal top 5 One Piece characters, with a ridiculously playable card, which has become the best deck in the metagame. So leader-wise, like half of the leaders in OP-07 are really worth pulling. Now, value-wise is going to be awkward. I can give you values for English cards right now, but OP-07 is the only set we're going to be talking about today where we actually have the English set having been released. The other two are ones we're going to be looking forward to. So I'm going to be looking, when I'm comparing OP-07 and OP-08, there is going to be a fair amount of comparing Japanese prices because that's the best we can do. But certainly if we compare OP-07 and OP-08, leaders are in favor of OP-07. Although, value-wise, Rob Lucci's not doing it. Like, it's higher than the other three I've not mentioned yet, but it's really not there. Still, good set of leaders, absolutely worth grabbing, and there's only one leader that's really worth picking up in the next set, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then in terms of special rares, we've got Onami. And Onami is a very good special rare. Now, I will say, after that, the next highest is Izzo, because it's, like, really playable. But there is a big drop-off. But having said that, Izzo is higher than most super rares or special rares out there. But it really is. In terms of special rares, it's like you got Onami, and then I will say there is a fairly steep drop-off after that. But you do have Onami, and you do have the leaders, and I gotta say, it's a good manga rare in this set, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very good manga rare in this set. The Boa Hancock, it's actually come down quite a bit since the initial release. It is not quite as high or as hyped as it was initially, but make no mistake about it, the manga rare Boa Hancock is still big as far as manga rares go. Like, it's still, even after the drop, it's like double the manga rare from OP-08. So OP-07, you've got the leaders, including Boa Hancock. You've got the special rare, including your Onami. We've got the manga rare being a big deal. And all of this adds up to a very high level set. And obviously it's very playable and there's loads of cool stuff in there, don't get me wrong. But if we're looking at the high end here and we're looking at the playability of the leaders, everything is coming up very high for this set. And the old art Boa Hancock for an alternate art, honestly pretty good. Like that, it's not even the, it's not even the second best Boa Hancock, but it's still pretty good. And actually, we should mention the secret rares for a moment, because the secret rare Ace is a really playable card, and quite significantly above the secret rares from OP-08 as well. The Ace is legit, and the secret rare, or the alt art of the secret rare, is pretty cool. And Beside does both of the artworks on the alt art secret rares, so they're awesome. Oh, one little side note before we move on to OP-08. We don't know what the treasure area is for OP-08. We know for OP-07 it's a fairly underwhelming lore, but we don't know what it is for OP-08, so we're not going to be comparing them. But if we do flick forward to OP-08, I don't think it's on quite the same level as OP-07. That is not to say it's bad. It's to say that it's not quite on the same level, and with these videos, I don't like to sit on the fence. I like to tell you exactly where I am, and I like to give you honest answers and proper answers, not, well, it depends what you're looking for, although sometimes that, to be fair, is the answer. But basically, OP-08, it's not on the same level, but just to be clear, that doesn't mean it's bad. Now, the one place that OP-08 really kicks into gear is the special rares. No, it does not have anything on the level of Onami. The number one is Charlotte Puddin, which is probably about half of the Onami. But then you've also got Ace, and Jewelry Bonnie and Queen, all of which are ahead of all the special rares from OP-07 other than Onami. So OP-07's got the big special rare, but OP-08 really does have the consistency of them. But leader-wise, look, we've got Charlotte Puddin, which is pretty big, and then the next biggest after that is Marco, which I thought was going to be broken, but it isn't. And, you know, Marco's probably about in line with Rob Lucci, so it's fine. But value-wise, it's not really there. Playability-wise, none of the leaders from OP-08 are really making massive waves. Rob Lucci is doing way better in the OP-08 meta than any of the OP-08 leaders themselves. The super rares from OP-08, Yokaido and Lilin and Urali, are largely a little bit underwhelming. The manga rare is Rally, which, honestly, it's about half of Boa Hancock. And there's no alternate arts here that are really moving the needle. Like, we do have Charlotte Puddin ult, which is cool, but it's not exactly huge in that regard. And I suppose on the same level, we do have Black Maria. And Black Maria is a phenomenally playable card. And to be fair, as a regular super rare, Black Maria is well expensive. It's about 5 or 6 times your average super rare. It's a redonkulous card. But it's a super rare. The pull rates are high enough on them that, don't get me wrong, it's still high for a super rare. But it's not really moving the needle like that because it is just a super rare. The ult is fine. So overall, the special rares in OP-08 are pretty cool. I like the special rares, but that's largely what the set's got going for it. Outside of that, it's not really shaping up to be a huge set like that, and I do think OP-07 ends up being a little bit better. So where do we fall in terms of PRB-01? That is the next set after OP-08. Oh yeah, PRB-01 wins. Premium Booster 01, One Piece best, that's the best. And look, it depends how you feel, and you guys can make your own decisions. Obviously, it'd be weird if I told you couldn't, but I'm just telling you right now, when I head over to Japan in a couple of weeks' time, although actually this will probably be going up while I'm in Japan, and look, I've already got a couple boxes of OP-08, I might pick up some singles. And I've already picked up a couple boxes of Japanese OP-07. I might pick up a couple singles. I'm going to be buying all the Premium Booster 01 they'll let me buy. In the official One Piece stores, when I was there a year ago, they had a limit of 3 things per person per day. Whether that's a starter deck, a booster pack, a booster box, an accessory, whatever. That was the limit. And I should be able to hit 2 official One Piece TCG stores a day for the 3 days I'm out there. My choices every day will be 3 booster boxes of One Piece Card Game Best. It is a ridiculous set. Now, it's largely a reprint set. For some people, that's going to be off-putting, and that's absolutely fine. And the pull rates aren't quite as high as we might want to for some things, and that's absolutely fine as well. There's just too much in Premium Booster 01 that's amazing. The manga rare is Nami. That's going to be the biggest manga rare of all of them. There aren't any special rares per se, but the set is overflowing with ridiculous alternate arts, and it doesn't matter who you like. You're gonna find something. Yes, there is a Boa Hancock. Ha! Only joking. There's 2, if that's the kind of thing you're into. Or we've got a lovely alternate art Law, if you prefer Law. We've got a leader Sanji, only the 1, but it is legitimately my favourite leader in the game. Gives an 8 cost or lower character with no on-play skill rush. I think it's amazing. We've got ridiculous alternate arts everywhere in that set. Plus, we've got a bunch of full arts as well. So if we take as an example Izzo, for instance, which we've already said is a very cool card, there's a full art, which is a regular art extended, and then there is actually an alternate art as well. And we've got all this stuff. Every pack gets you a super rare. We've got the Pirate Flag Reverse Hollows, which you get 2 per pack. one uncommon or common, and one rare, like the two you see on the screen here. And you get a custom Don. A new Don for a character in every pack, which is awesome. And then you got the chase cards, which are the super premium Don, the gold Don, which I'm hearing might be one per case, which is not ideal. But they are ridiculous. Check out the Perona Don. This is my favorite of them. And I desperately want to get one of these. And that's the thing about Premium Booster 01. In every pack, you're getting a super rare and a couple of Pirate Flag holos. Minimum. And you've got so many amazing alternate arts, and you've got one of these Don per pack as well. The criticism of Premium Booster 01 is that there's so many alternate arts, and the Super Parallel Don, the pull rates seem very low, and there's 30 of them, and there's essentially too many awesome things in the set, and the pull rates are too low. And you know what? Yeah, that is a fair criticism right now. But I'm telling you right now, I look at some of the alternate arts like the Koala and the One-Legged Soldier, and even if my pulls from packs aren't amazing, these are not going to be the sought-after alternate arts. So what I'm probably going to do is buy as many boxes as they'll let me when I'm in Japan, and then just start buying a bunch of singles. And there's so many amazing singles out there, I think I'm going to end up being a pretty happy chappy. I adore this set. And for some people, they're going to look at this and go, not interested, not my kind of set, in which case I think the answer is OP-07. But for me, and a lot of other people, we're going to look at this set and go, that's the answer. That's the one we want. Go team. But I've told you all of it now. I haven't sat on the fence. I've given you my answers, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of the sets you like the most. Tell me where you're going to be prioritizing. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.